So in this video, we're actually going to put our first bit of content up on our brand new website. So what I'm going to do is I am going to click on post. We've already done all the customization, or at least the basics of it, and you can play around with a lot more of this. But we're going to go to the post feature, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add new. And when I hit add new, it's going to pull up this really cool little information bit here that I'm going to fill in the information for. So I'm going to put my first blog post, exclamation point. This is your title line. This is where you want to describe what you're going to be posting, but do it in a good amount of words. So don't sit there and go, this is my first blog post about model airplanes, blah, 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 blah. Make it short, concise, but get it to tell enough about the post that someone will want to read it. A good test to do this is ask some friends or family, does this sound interesting to you? And along the way, as we do this, if you want to save your progress, you just hit Save Draft. If you would like to view what it's going to look like before you publish it, you can hit Preview. And that should, if I click this right here, and it's not going to do it right now because it's just being silly on me, it'll bring up a second page that'll allow you to see what your content is. It's not going to show me because I don't have anything. So let's do test. And it's going to save my draft. It's going to give me a preview, but it says my pop-up window is blocked. So I'm going to allow it. I'm going to hit preview, and it's going to pull up what my post is going to look like. It'll only do it once you have content in the bottom of it. So this is exactly what it's going to look like when we do it. So we can see a live preview, and all I need to do is hit refresh, and it'll pull up my latest changes. So over here, let's go through what this is here. If I edit, it'll allow me to post. If I can want to review this, I can pin and review, or I can hit draft. The moment I hit publish, it'll actually make it live. If I would like to keep this public so everyone can see it, I can just leave it where it's at. If I would like to make this post stick to the top of my blog, called a sticky post, I can click this button and it'll do just that. Every other blog post that follows will fall underneath of this post, and this will always be the top one. You can think of this as like a pinned post on Facebook. That's kind of the same mentality. If you want only people that have a certain password to access this page, you can hit password protected and you can put the password in. I don't tend to do this unless I am trying to keep people from getting content without paying for it. So I'll do this when we have certain content that is for my paid customers that I can give them access to. The last one is private. When it's private, no one's going to be able to see it besides the people who are editing the website. Personally, I post everything publicly. If you have another reason to do something else, feel free to do so. So once I do that, I hit OK and it sets that area of it up. Under the publish side of things, this is really cool. So I can backdate posts, and I can also post right this second, and I can post in the future. So say I want to post on April 26, 2014 at whatever time this is. So this should be, let's see, that's going to be 6, 7, it's going to be 7:49 in the evening. If I click this and I hit OK, it's going to say schedule for. And what will happen is when that time hits, WordPress will release your content for you. If you just want to be today, you leave it today's date and you hit OK. This is publish immediately. And if I want to go in the past, I could type, say, 2013 here. And I can make it look like I've been blogging for a very long time. So this is how you can change this information. If I want to get rid of this post, I just hit move post and it gets it out of here. This format, some themes have different formats. I just leave it as standard. We have our categories over here. If I wanted to add a new category, categories are used as basically classifications of what your post is talking about. So these are overarching topics. I write a lot about social media or podcasting or those kinds of things. Those would be my categories. You can set your preset categories in the writing feature of the settings. So I can put in here first few posts. And this category is for people to be able to click through it and see what those categories are. Basically a search term. So I can add that, and check marking will put them in there. Tags. What tags are keywords that are going to be in your post. I typically do this after it's all said and done. And then all I need to do is separate with a tag or a comma, add them, and then these are the keywords. So if someone were to search first or post, this would pop up as a great thing in my website. This also helps the search engines know the keywords that are on the page. So this is really it. I can add media here and say I wanted to upload a picture. So say I want to upload this pretty picture right here. I can click it, and there's a lot of information here, and I'm just showing you the basics, so we're not going to go into all of it. I can insert this in my post. It's going to put the picture right there. So I can put the following. So we're going to use this just like we would a Word document. Welcome to your first WordPress, I need to spell that correctly, WordPress blog post. Enjoy! So now I can hit enter here, put it where, I'm going to use it just like I would typically Word. And I have my features up here. I could bold, italicize, I could pull a whole nother toolbar down if I click on this one. There's a lot of different things, and there's another class I have that's going to go through the in-depth usage of the CMS system WordPress. This is just getting you started. Now, if you ever get to this line and you see all this code and you're like, oh my lord, what is going on? You got to remember that everything that we're doing is actually in code. WordPress is just taking what we write and putting it in code for us. So this is what it is. This thing says, use this image. Here's the size of this image. Here's this, blah, 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 blah. So that is what you do. All you need to do is click visual and it'll take it back here. This is where you can post code and it'll actually show up on your blog. So once we get all this ready to go, all I need to do is hit publish. It'll launch it live. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And what I'll do is I'll click donating through Amazon and I'll go to my blog so you can see what my first post looks like. And there you go. It is live, it's ready to go, and we have created our first blog post. So we went from that initial idea and now we have a blog post up and running.